The story opens far from Earth. In the deep black of space, an ancient alien armada moves forward in perfect silence. Thousands of warships glide through the void. Each ship is massive. Each ship is armed with weapons that have destroyed worlds. Their formation is flawless. No gaps, no disorder, no hesitation. This armada has crossed galaxies. It has crushed empires older than Earth itself. Fear does not exist among them anymore. Inside the command vessel, alien commanders watch glowing holograms of a small blue planet, Earth. To them, humanity is easy to understand. Young, loud, divided, always fighting among themselves. The commanders study human history with amusement. Wars, politics, borders drawn and erased again and again. One commander speaks calmly. Humans are emotional. They fight each other more than they fight outsiders. Another nods. They are not united. They never will be. On the main screen, Earth is marked with simple labels, technologically inferior, emotion-driven, easy to conquer. The invasion plan is simple. Pass Mars, ignore the outer defenses, strike Earth in one clean attack, end the war before humans even understand it has begun. The Armada does not expect resistance. The galaxy watches silently. Other civilizations have seen this before. When this armada moves, planets burn, species vanish. The galaxy expects the usual signs: human panic, emergency broadcasts, desperate diplomatic messages begging for mercy, but none of that comes. As the alien armada enters the Sol system, something feels wrong. There are no human threats, no warnings, no angry speeches sent into space. Earth is silent. The commanders pause for a moment, confused. Humans are known for talking, arguing, threatening. But now, nothing. Even Mars is quiet. The red planet hangs ahead, lifeless and calm. Alien scouts move forward, spreading across the system. They report back strange details. Human warships are missing, not destroyed, not retreating, just absent. Space stations near Mars are empty. No traffic, no power signals, no heat signatures. Trade lanes are silent. No civilian ships, no cargo vessels, no movement. It is as if the entire system has held its breath. The alien leaders begin to laugh. This is fear, one commander says. They have seen our fleet. They are hiding. Another commander agrees. They know they cannot win. They are waiting for the end. The armada continues forward, confident and calm. Mars grows larger on the main view. Red dust storms swirl across its surface. Thin clouds drift slowly. Nothing unusual. No weapons, no fleets, no defenses. A junior sensor officer hesitates before speaking. There are gaps in our readings near Mars orbit. The commander turns. Explain. The officer swallows. Our sensors are returning delayed data. Only by seconds, but it is consistent. The commander waves it away. Interference. Human technology is primitive. More reports arrive. Small scout ships vanish near Mars orbit. No explosion, no debris, no distress calls. Just silence. The laughter in the chamber fades slightly. Send more scouts, a commander orders. They do. Those ships vanish too. Still no human messages. Still no human messages. Still no weapons fire. The armada slows near Mars. The planet looks dead, abandoned, harmless. The commanders relax again. Humans have run, one says. They have left their outer worlds behind. Then, for the first time, a human signal appears. It is not loud. It is not emotional. It is calm, cold, controlled. The message is short. No threats, no insults, no pleas. It repeats on all channels. Proceed if you choose. The alien commanders stare at the message. Confusion spreads through the chamber. That is not fear. That is not surrender. That is permission. One commander laughs again, but this time it sounds forced. They invite us forward, he says. How polite. Pride takes over. The armada moves closer to Mars. As they cross a silent boundary near the planet, space itself begins to feel wrong. Navigation systems delay by seconds. Communications echo strangely. Distances feel stretched. The red surface of Mars begins to change. Lights appear beneath the dust. Lines, patterns, structures long buried wake up. The planet is not empty. It never was. Mars was not abandoned. Mars was waiting. Deep beneath the surface, ancient machines hum to life. Human-made structures, built slowly over decades, begin to glow. The alien commanders realize too late. Earth was never meant to be defended. Earth was never the battlefield. Mars was. The sensor officer speaks again, his voice shaking. His voice shaking. All systems confirm it. Mars is not a colony. The commander turns slowly. Then what is it? The answer arrives without words. Gravity bends. Space tightens. And the Armada stops moving forward. The war has already begun, and the aliens were never meant to reach Earth. The alien Armada slows near Mars. For the first time in centuries, a conquering fleet hesitates. The massive warships hang in space, engines humming softly, weapons still silent. The red planet fills the view screens. It looks ordinary. Red dust storms crawl across its surface. Dark canyons stretch like scars. No visible cities. No glowing shields. No orbital defenses. To the alien commanders, it looks dead. That should be comforting. Instead, it feels wrong. The strange delays continue. Navigation systems report positions that feel slightly off. Ships appear closer than they should be, then farther away. Time itself seems uneven. Communications between ships echo back with small distortions. Words repeat, signals stretch. The commanders grow irritated. This system is unstable, one says. Human engineering must be interfering. Another commander studies the readings more carefully. No, he replies slowly. This is not chaos. This is control. The fleet sends probes toward Mars. They descend through the thin atmosphere, cutting through red clouds. The probes reach the surface, then stop transmitting. No explosion, no damage signals, no emergency codes, just silence. The commander's exegeons looks. Scan deeper, the fleet leader orders. Powerful sensors dig into the planet. At first, nothing appears. Then faint shapes emerge beneath the surface. Massive structures, circular patterns, layer after layer, buried deep under stone and dust. Not cities, not bases. Something else. The readings are old, very old. These structures predate human space travel, a commander says. Another shakes his head. Impossible. Humans are young. The sensor officer hesitates. The structures are old, he repeats. But they were upgraded recently. That word hangs in the air. Upgraded. Mars was not built by humans. But humans had found it, and they had changed it. The Armada begins to spread out, forming a wide battle pattern around the planet. Still, no human ships appear. No missiles. No energy beams. Nothing attacks. The silence presses down harder than any weapon. Then gravity shifts. Only slightly. Enough to be noticed. Ships drift off formation by meters, then kilometers. Ships drift off formation by meters, then kilometers. Pilots fight to stabilize. Thrusters fire. The adjustments do not work. Gravity wells are forming. A navigation officer reports. From where? The commander demands. The answer comes slowly. From Mars. The planet itself is pulling. Not like a normal world. This pull is focused, directed. Ships closest to the planet feel it first. Their engines strain, hull structures creak. Then, without warning, one cruiser collapses inward. Not destroyed, folded, crushed by invisible force. No explosion light space. No debris field spreads outward. The ship simply disappears. The command chamber falls silent. That ship carried over 50,000 warriors. Gone. Panic tries to rise. The commanders push it down. Fire weapons, one orders. Target the planet. Energy beams strike Mars. They vanish into the surface. No shields appear. No explosions respond. The planet absorbs everything. More ships are pulled closer. The Armada tries to retreat. Jump drives fail. Warp paths collapse before opening. The Sol system itself feels closed. Then human ships appear, not in front of the fleet, not behind. They appear everywhere at once. Small, sharp, quiet. They do not rush forward. They do not charge. They hold position, watching. The human ships do not broadcast threats. They do not boast. A single message spreads across the alien command network. Clear, simple. You are not meant to reach Earth. The commanders finally understand. Mars is not a defense. It is a filter. Only those allowed may pass. The alien fleet is not being fought. It is being sorted. More ships vanish. Some are crushed. Others are frozen in space, trapped in invisible fields. Entire formations lose movement at once. Alien weapons fire wildly now. Fear has arrived. Where is your main fleet? The commander demands. The human reply comes instantly. This is the main fleet. The commanders realize the truth. Humanity did not build vast armadas. They built environments, battlefields, traps that do not look like traps. Mars was turned into a system weapon, not to destroy everything, only to stop what should never go farther. A final attempt is made. The fleet leader orders a direct charge toward Earth. Engines burn at maximum output. For a moment, it seems to work. Then, space tightens. The armada stops again, this time, completely. The human ships move forward slowly, calm, unhurried. They do not fire. Mars finishes the work. One by one, alien ships are erased. Not in fire, not in glory, in silence. The alien commanders watch their armada disappear. They understand now. Humans did not wait in fear. Humans prepared in quiet. Earth never needed shields. Earth never needed walls. Because humanity decided long ago no enemy would ever reach home. And Mars was the proof. The alien armada is breaking, not in fire, not in chaos. It is breaking in order. Ships freeze in place across wide distances. Others drift slowly, trapped in invisible fields. They cannot fight. The commanders struggle to understand what is happening. This is not a battle, one of them says quietly. This is management. Human ships move forward at a steady pace. They do not rush. They do not spread out. Each human vessel glides as if space itself welcomes it. Their hulls are dark, simple, and smooth. No glowing weapons. No visible cannons. No visible cannons. Alien sensors scream warnings. Energy levels rise around every human ship, but no known weapon type can be identified. The armada fires again. Energy beams cut across space. Missiles streak forward. None reach their targets. Some bend away. Some vanish mid-flight. Some simply stop. Human ships do not respond. The alien commanders finally feel true fear. They are not being fought. They are being ignored. A senior alien commander sends a priority message. We demand negotiation, he says. This conflict can still end. The human response arrives instantly. There is nothing to negotiate. Those words strike harder than any weapon. More alien ships collapse. Entire battle groups disappear as space folds inward around them. The armada tries to scatter. They cannot. Mars controls the battlefield completely. Gravitational lanes open and close with perfect timing. Ships are guided into regions of crushing force. Some are held still, frozen in place like insects in glass. Human ships begin to act. They move among the trapped alien vessels, close, slow. They do not destroy them immediately. They scan. They observe. Inside the alien command vessel, panic spreads. Systems fail one by one. Backup controls do not respond. The commander slams a claw against the console. How did humans build this? He shouts. They are too young. A science officer answers in a weak voice. They did not build it fast. They built it quietly. Humanity studied war for centuries. They learned something the galaxy forgot. Power does not need to be shown early. Fear does not need to be created. Control is enough. A human vessel approaches the alien flagship. It stops just outside weapon range. A visual channel opens. A human appears on the screen. No armor. No dramatic pose. Just calm eyes. The human speaks slowly. You cross the line. The alien commander tries to speak, but the words fail him. We are an empire, he says finally. We cannot be erased like this. The human looks at him without anger. You are not being erased, the human replies. You are being stopped. The channel closes. The human ship moves away. Moments later, the alien flagship loses all power. Not destroyed, not damaged. Simply turned off. Across the battlefield, the same thing happens. Weapons go silent. Engines die. Shields vanish. The remaining alien ships float helplessly. Some try to self-destruct. Mars prevents it. The planet controls energy at a level the galaxy has never seen. This is not brute force. This is mastery. Human ships begin removing ships from the battlefield, not towing them, folding space around them, sending them somewhere unknown. Prison zones, containment fields, places far from Earth. No alien ship is allowed to escape. No signal is allowed to leave. The galaxy will learn what happened only when humans allow it. The alien commanders realize the truth. This invasion was never a risk for Earth. It was a test. and they failed it. The last active alien vessel tries to open a message to Earth. Mars blocks it. Instead, a human broadcast fills the local space. Clear, unemotional. This system is closed. The battlefield grows quiet. Mars dims its lights. Human ships withdraw. The red planet returns to silence, as if nothing ever happened. Far away, alien civilizations watching the edges of the conflict see only one thing. An armada entered human space and did not come back. No explosions. No heroic last stands. Just absence. Records begin to change. Humanity's profile is updated across hidden databases. New words appear beside their name. Strategic, patient, unavoidable, and most frightening of all, prepared. The war is not over, but Earth is safe because humanity chose long ago. If war ever comes, it will end far from home, and Mars will be the line no enemy ever crosses. The battle near Mars is over, but the war has only just begun to echo. Across distant systems, alien observers stare at empty space where an armada once moved. Long-range sensors show nothing. No debris, no radiation storms, no wreckage fields. Just absence. An entire invasion force has vanished. At first, many refuse to believe it. Ancient empires tell themselves the fleet must have retreated, that humans use tricks, that this silence is temporary. But hours pass, then days. No alien ship returns. No emergency signal escapes the Sol system. Even automated beacons go dark when they reach Mars. Fear spreads quietly. In secret councils across the galaxy, leaders gather. They replay old records of humanity. Humans arguing in councils. Humans divided by borders. Humans losing small wars. How could this species do this? One ruler asks. Another answers with doubt. We misunderstood them. The truth begins to form. Humans did not grow strong fast. They grew careful. They watched older empires fight again and again. They saw pride destroy civilizations. They learned patience instead. Back in the Sol system, Mars is silent once more. The red planet shows no sign of battle. Human ships are gone. The machines beneath the surface sleep again. Only deep space remembers what happened. Human commanders meet in a quiet room far from public eyes. No cheering, no celebration, just calm voices. The containment was successful, one says. No losses, another replies. A third looks at a star map. They came exactly as predicted. Mars worked, but Earth was never in danger. That was the point. Humanity never planned to fight at home. They learned early in their history that war scars worlds forever. So they moved the battlefield outward, far away, where damage does not touch civilians, where mistakes cost invaders everything. The alien prisoners are secured. Some are held in deep containment fields beyond the outer system. Others are locked inside time-slow zones. They are alive, but powerless. Humanity does not execute prisoners, not because of mercy, because living witnesses are more useful. A single message is prepared. It is not sent immediately. Humans wait. They let fear grow. They let the galaxy imagine worst outcomes. When the message finally goes out, it is short, broadcast on every known frequency. This was a warning. No threats follow, no explanation. That terrifies the galaxy more than violence ever could. Alien governments scrambled to respond. Some sent apology messages. Others sent offers of alliance. A few demand answers. Humans reply to none of them. Silence again. Mars becomes a forbidden word. Navigation maps update automatically. A red ring appears around the Sol system, labeled simply, our restrict. Do not approach. Do not observe. Do not observe. Do not test. Stories spread. Some say Mars is a living weapon. Others claim humans control time itself. Many believe Earth is now untouchable. The truth is simpler. Humans planned, and they never forgot. Inside one alien prison field, a former fleet commander sits in darkness. He replays the battle again and again in his mind. The silence, the calm, the way humans did not rush. He understands something too late. Humans did not fight to win. They fought to end the idea of invasion. That is more dangerous. Weeks later, a small human vessel approaches the prison zone. A message opens. A human voice speaks. You will return to your people. The alien commander is shocked. Why, he asks. Why release us? The human answers simply, so you can tell them. The containment field opens. The alien ship is restored just enough to travel. No weapons, No shields. Just life support and navigation. The ship is guided away from Mars. As it leaves the system, the commander looks back. Mars is quiet, peaceful, dead, and yet, it feels more dangerous than any fleet he has ever commanded. The alien ship reaches its home space weeks later. The commander is brought before his rulers. He tells them everything, not with anger, with fear. They never chased us, he says. They never shouted. They waited. They built the war where we could not escape. The council listens in silence. Someone asks the question no one wants to say aloud. What if they come for us? The commander shakes his head. They will not, he says. Humans do not invade. They defend. And when they do, he pauses. They end it before it begins. Across the galaxy, plans change. Expansion slows. Military budgets shift. Borders near human space become quiet. No one tests the red line. On Earth, life continues. People work. Children play. Cities glow softly at night. Most humans never learn how close destruction came, and that is exactly how their leaders want it. Because humanity's greatest weapon is not Mars, not technology, not power. It is this. They do not need fear to rule. They only need enemies to remember. And now, the galaxy remembers. The galaxy changes its behavior, slowly at first, then all at once. Trade routes near the Sol system are abandoned. Exploration fleets change direction. Military patrols keep their distance. No one announces these changes. They simply happen. The red line around human space is no longer a warning. It is a rule. Alien governments remove the Sol system from future expansion plans. Admirals erase attack simulations involving Earth. Strategists mark Mars with a single note. Do not engage. Some empires are angry. They cannot accept that a young species has forced this change. Secret meetings are held. Old war doctrines are reopened. What if Mars was a one-time weapon? Some ask. What if humanity cannot repeat it? But no one volunteers to test that idea. Fear is strongest when answers are missing. Humanity provides none. Earth remains quiet. No fleets move outward. No messages demand respect. Humans do not claim victory. They simply return to routine. Factories build civilian ships. Scientists return to research. Soldiers stand down. Mars sleeps again. Deep beneath its surface, systems remain ready but silent. Human commanders review the operation one last time. All projections confirmed, one officer says. No hostile force will approach for at least a century. Another nods. They learn the correct lesson. And if they forget? A younger officer asks. The room grows quiet. A senior commander answers calmly. Then Mars will remind them. Far from human space, alien cultures struggle to adjust. For thousands of years, power meant size. Bigger fleets, louder weapons, more fear. Humans broke that rule. They did not show power. They removed choices. That confuses ancient minds. Historians begin rewriting records. The invasion of Earth is now called something else. The Mars Silence Event. The Red Planet Barrier. The day the galaxy stopped. No one uses the word battle, because battles have winners and losers. This was different. This was an ending. A young alien student asks her teacher a simple question. If humans are so powerful, why do they hide it? The teacher thinks for a long time before answering. Because power that must be shown is already weakening. Humanity becomes a mystery again. Not weak, not aggressive, unknown. And unknown is dangerous. Years pass. No alien fleet crosses Mars. No probes get close. Even smugglers avoid the region. Rumors grow. Some say humans now control entire dimensions. Others believe Mars is only one of many traps. The truth is quieter. Humans prepared for one war. They never wanted another. On Earth, a child looks up at the night sky. Mars shines red and distant. To the child, it is just another planet. A teacher explains that Mars was once explored, then abandoned. Why abandon it? The child asks. The teacher smiles gently, because its job was finished. The child does not understand, and that is fine. That is the goal. Beyond human space, one last alien council debates a final decision. A border empire proposes a test. A small drone, they argue. Unmanned. Silent. The proposal is voted down immediately. Unanimous. No contact, the council declares. No curiosity. No mistakes. They remember the silence too well. The alien commander who survived Mars lives the rest of his life in quiet. He never commands another ship. When asked about humans, he answers only once. They do not hate us, he says. They simply removed us from the equation. As decades pass, the legend settles. Humanity is not feared like monsters. They are respected like forces of nature. You do not fight a storm. You avoid it. Mars remains the line, not defended by guns, not protected by fleets, guarded by memory, and memory is strong. In the final years of the century, a new species discovers spaceflight. They ask about the stars, about expansion, about conquest. Their elders warn them. There is a system, they say, where silence answers threats. The young ones ask where. The elders point to the red planet. And that is enough, because no one needs to know what humanity can still do, only what they already did. And the galaxy does not forget. Time passes. Years turn into decades. The galaxy does not forget Mars. It cannot. Every star map still shows the red warning around the Sol system. Every navigation school teaches the same lesson. Some borders are not defended by weapons. Some borders are defended by memory. Humanity becomes something rare. Not an empire. Not a conqueror. A constant. Earth does not expand aggressively. Human fleets do not patrol foreign systems. Human diplomats speak only when needed. That silence shapes the galaxy more than war ever did. Civilizations rise and fall far from human space. Old empires shrink. New powers form. None of them test the red planet. Because Mars is not just a place. It is proof. On Earth, most humans still do not know the truth. They know there was once tension. They know Mars is restricted. They know their world is safe. That is enough. Human leaders keep it that way. They learned something long ago. If people fear invasion, they build walls. If people feel safe, they build futures. So Earth grows. Cities spread. Art changes. Science advances. Humanity does not sharpen swords. They sharpen understanding. Deep beneath Mars, systems still wait. Silent, patient. They do not decay. They do not age. They are watched by machines, not soldiers. Because humans know something, the galaxy still struggles to learn. The best defense is preparation you never need to show. Far beyond human space, an alien historian finishes a book. It is titled simply, The Red Planet Decision. In it, he writes one final line. Humanity did not win a war. They removed war as an option. The book spreads quietly. Leaders read it in private. Admirals read it in secret. It changes how wars are planned. Many planned wars never happen. Fear fades into caution. Caution becomes peace. Not because humans demand it, because everyone remembers what happens when silence answers arrogance. One day, a distant alien probe drifts too close to the Sol system. It is unmanned, old, lost. Human sensors detect it instantly. Mars does not wake. A small human craft approaches. The probe is redirected gently. A message is attached. This area is closed. Please adjust course. No threat. No warning. Just fact. The probe turns away. That moment is never recorded in history because it does not need to be. Humanity does not count victories. They count outcomes, and the outcome is clear. Earth has not been attacked since Mars. Never tested. Never challenged. The galaxy learned the lesson once. That was enough. In a quiet observatory on Earth, an old human watches the stars. He was part of the Mars project long ago. Not a soldier. Not a hero. An engineer. He remembers the long years of work. The secrecy. The patience. The waiting. Someone once asked him why humanity did not build a massive fleet instead. He answered simply, fleets can be destroyed. Ideas are harder. Mars was an idea, an answer to a question no one wanted to ask. What happens when fear meets preparation? The old man smiles softly as he looks at the red dot in the sky. Mars is calm. That means everything is working. Elsewhere in the galaxy, a young alien looks at a star chart. She sees the red ring around the Sol system. She asks her teacher why it exists. The teacher answers carefully, because humans chose not to be hunted. Did they conquer the galaxy? The young one asks. The teacher shakes his head. No. Did they threaten everyone? She asks. Again, no. Then why are they respected? She asks. The teacher pauses, because when the moment came, he says, they did not shout. They acted. The young alien nods, not fully understanding, but one day she will, and that knowledge will shape her choices. Back on Earth, life continues. Children are born, old people pass. Stars burn quietly. Humanity does not stand guard with weapons raised. They stand ready, always, because they know the truth that ended the invasion before it reached home. War is not won by those who arrive loud and proud. It is won by those who decide where it ends. And for humanity, that place will always be far away. At the Red Planet, they came to invade Earth. Humanity ended them at Mars. And the galaxy never tried again.